That doesn't look normal at all.
Recorded just in case he was trying to say anything or do anything.
I keep seeing shadows walking by.
Welcome back to All Things Mysterious, Creepy, and Downright Chilling, where today we'll do a deep dive into viral content on the internet that's going to give you chills. From paranormal sightings of ghosts, scary voices, and unexplained phenomena, to bizarre videos of stalkers or hidden cameras, these viral videos will shock you to your core. There's new footage creeping from around every corner, and it's sure to make your skin crawl. Today, our experts have explored the depths of the internet and the dark web in order to find the most mind-numbing clips that will seriously creep you out. From an airplane passenger gone crazy to actual chilling footage of a demon, be prepared to be on the edge of your seat. Now it's time to dive into the bizarre world of haunting, paranormal, and unexplained content that's gone viral online. Peeping Tom. One college student in San Diego caught the terrifying moment when an apparent peeping Tom was spotted outside her bedroom window. While we never expect something like this to happen to us, a horrifying stalker may be just outside your window, and you'd never know it. The only reason this student was able to catch such an eerie sight was with the help of her Ring camera, a tool to be aware of her surroundings. But what exactly happened? The Ring doorbell footage shows a man climbing into her yard around 10 p.m. and peering into the window, cupping his hands to his face. The poor student was scared stiff and quickly called the police. The police searched the area, but the intruder had already left. "I saw him creeping, looking into my window," she said. "I was scared. I was very scared." The video later shows two police officers searching the area with flashlights, but the intruder had already left. If you thought that was creepy enough, you'd be wrong. This viral video is so much worse than that, as the dark-clad man seemed to know too much. He instantly knew where to go before he creepily stared into her bedroom, and it only makes sense that he has been there before. Chilling. Valentine Ghost. Sometimes viral content doesn't happen right away. It can take months or even years for a video to suddenly go viral, and then everyone's talking about it. That was the case with this ghostly, unexplained footage posted to YouTube with the title Valentine Ghost Footage. In the grainy footage posted in 2006, a strange sight can be seen. A researcher is standing there, documenting and investigating, when suddenly a figure appears on the right side of the researcher. Behind them, this shadowy and translucent figure can be seen moving across the screen, seemingly walking toward the camera, only to disappear a little while afterward. When the footage was submitted to experts, they verified the authenticity of the video itself, but seemed to have no explanation for the figure in the video. Could this footage be capturing a supernatural occurrence? It's impossible to say, but it's a fascinating glimpse into the unknown that has caused people to ponder what exactly was happening, and it's also a good reason to stay up at night. Nobody knows what might be lurking right behind them, only to be caught on camera later. It's a thrilling reminder that we only know a few things about the world around us and that anything can happen. Hainan Airlines. Going on a plane is a normal, everyday occurrence for some people, but for others, it's a harrowing, once-in-a-lifetime experience. This harrowing experience turned into a reality for the passengers of Hainan Airlines Flight HU 7603 when a crazed passenger on board began panicking over safety concerns. The Boeing 737 was ready for takeoff when a 25-year-old man named Ha started screaming and running towards the front cabin door. The bizarre and creepy behavior of this passenger caused a stir of panic among the other flyers, leading to the plane's eventual cancellation. Apparently, police were instantly sent to the plane, at which point they discovered something strange. The usually normal man's mental state had, for whatever reason, completely deteriorated. In the video, he can be heard screaming, "The plane is going to crash! Death is coming!" While this outburst was completely unfounded, at least from what we can ascertain, it still served its purpose, and the passengers were evacuated from the plane. What makes this creepier, however, is the fact it's possible the man knew something we don't. Many online commenters have suggested his outburst was in fact rooted in pure knowledge of something deadly that was going to happen on the plane. Could it have been a premonition or a vision of something dreadful about to take place on the plane? Or simply a mental issue? Nobody quite knows. Mirror dimension. If you're a paranormal enthusiast, you probably know what mirror dimensions are. Usually, these spaces are found in real-world mirrors, either through a variety of rituals or just by sheer luck. And while TikTok user Samantha Hartso didn't discover anything paranormal, it was even creepier than what most people experience. After lifting her bathroom mirror, she found an entryway to an entire abandoned apartment. Exposed wires and pipes suggested that it had been abandoned mid-construction, and there were even some remnants of life, like garbage bags on the floor and a water bottle. Her creepy series of videos details her investigation into the matter, which started when she realized there was a cold draft coming from beneath the mirror. And when she contacted her building's management, even they weren't sure what was going on. Could it be the home of a stalker or a secret hiding place? Whatever the case, this hidden apartment is just another reason to stay up at night. Who knows if some strange stalker climbed out of her mirror while she was sleeping? Sniffing stalker.
Recorded just in case he was trying to say anything or do anything to me, but I definitely didn't expect him to do.
When picturing a stalker, you'd usually think about dark alleyways, dimly lit rooms, and flickering streetlights. The stalker following you with nobody in sight, and the heart-stopping feeling as you turn around to see no one there. But a woman in Burbank had a much worse experience with a stalker when, while she was enjoying her day reading in a Barnes & Noble, a man began to follow her around the store and sniff her repeatedly. The woman, Michaela Witter, uploaded a video of the man following her and unwittingly uncovered a string of similar attacks in the same area. The video shows herself filming herself in the store, with the man sneaking around behind her in various spots such as under the bookshelves and behind the furniture. And even though the man was caught on camera, he has not yet been apprehended. However, thanks to Witter and her video, people are now being made aware of this creepy behavior. What makes it so chilling, however, is the fact that he could easily do something far worse. And if it wasn't for this video, nobody would have been aware. Ghost Airlines. Stop! Stop the takeoff! I'm not kidding! For some reason, airlines and ghosts seem to go hand in hand. In this video, a man can be seen yelling, telling the crew to stop the plane as he saw the ghosts of Wagner mercenaries watching him. The plane was forced to delay the flight by 3 hours as the man was taken away for further medical evaluation. In the fascinating footage, the crew can be seen trying desperately to calm down the man, but he continued to insist that he saw 3 ghosts and that they were watching him. Why he wanted the flight stopped because of this isn't quite clear. Did he think these creepy spirits were going to curse the passengers on board? It's possible that he saw some sort of premonition of the fate of the passengers and that he was entirely convinced the flight was doomed. Regardless, the footage itself is disturbing, as this man is clearly in distress due to something he's seen. Whether it was real or his mind playing tricks on him, it sure made for an eerie experience on the plane. Could he have really had a reason for wanting the plane to stop its takeoff? Shadow or ghost? Was it a shadow or was it a ghost? When a Californian worker posted a video of an eerily dark figure appearing in an abandoned hospital, it sent shockwaves through Reddit, with observers debating whether it was a genuine supernatural entity or just a trick of the light. The figure certainly appears to be too dark to be a human, with many concluding it was a real ghost. One of the biggest signs of paranormal activity is an entity with no light reflecting off of it due to its existence in some otherworldly realm, and this one certainly fits the bill. The footage itself can be seen as the man walks down a hallway of the hospital, and when he pans the camera, the mysterious figure emerges from a doorway. It disappears seconds later, leading many to believe it was indeed a ghostly figure. Other viewers, however, have debated whether this could possibly be a shadow person, which is a supernatural humanoid-like figure seen flickering in the corner of a person's vision. It gave me the creeps too when I first realized what I caught, said the original poster. And can you blame him? This horrifying footage has Reddit users spooked and others mystified because we're no closer to knowing exactly what it is. Highway horror. In this bizarre video taken from a trucker's cam, a strange and inhuman-looking specter can be seen on the side of the road as the trucker drives along. Soon after, the trucker would go back through his footage to submit this spine-tingling clip of a possible ghost sighting on an Arizona highway. In the footage itself, the only thing that can be made out is some sort of crouching or short creature standing by the side of the road, and then suddenly moving toward the truck as it gets closer. Whatever it is, it's clear that the thing isn't human. Many theorists online have shared theories of it being some type of animal, but a closer look at the footage shows that whatever it is, the thing appears to be semi-transparent and almost human-shaped. If it's an animal, it's unlike any other. So, what is this mysterious entity, and what is it doing on an Arizona highway? According to many, it's proof of the paranormal. Haunted body cam.
This place definitely gives out some creepy vibes. I keep seeing shadows walking by. What the f***?
There's nothing scarier than a haunting, but what if it genuinely sounds like it's a demon at work? One bodyguard for a security company was patrolling a client's property, dead set on making sure everything was as it was supposed to be. The only thing he didn't account for was that while he was there, he would begin to see shadows and hear noises, and then hear something without question otherworldly. Whatever the noise was, it was enough to freak out even the experienced security guard who let drop some profanity. Some keen-eyed viewers have pointed out that it seemed like at one point, he even bumped into some invisible creature that can be heard growling. This video is one of the craziest and certainly most bone-chilling pieces of haunted footage, and it's enough to make you feel like something is watching you. One thing is for certain, whatever happened in this clip is something that not even the bravest soul can ignore. Massachusetts Reaper. Sometimes, horror is lurking right over your shoulder when you least expect it. What makes things like this so creepy is that there's never a safe moment, even in the middle of the day when you're about to record what you think is a mundane event. That's exactly what happened to a family in Springfield, Massachusetts recently, when they encountered a chilling figure in footage that should have been normal. In the footage, a man can be seen getting up to grab his camera and go to examine a box left on his doorstep. The reason he did this, he explained, is because he had recently received some items that had been damaged, and he wanted to see if the same had happened to this package as well. After all, nobody wants a package to arrive at their house damaged, and the man was confident he could get his money back. When reviewing the footage, however, he and his wife noticed something horrifying next to her on the couch. It seems to have a dark, almost melted face with sunken eyes and be wearing something entirely black. It was clearly not human and simply stared intently at the camera. Shortly after, they fled their home, and now the mystery of what was exactly on their couch remains. Could it have been a grim reaper or something even scarier? Though the man's wife never saw it, she apparently did feel cold and pain on her body where the entity had been sitting. McPike Mansion. McPike Mansion is a place famously known for being haunted, and when a photographer was traveling to Alton for the Haunted America conference, they decided to take a few pictures of the mansion. When they reviewed the pictures, however, something was there that they hadn't expected. It was chillingly horrifying, and the picture has since gone viral for showing eerie apparitions in 2 different windows. Whether this is an actual apparition of the ghostly inhabitants of the mansion or just an optical illusion, nobody is quite sure. Despite this, social media users and experts alike believe it to be authentic, and it continues to haunt the minds of all who look at it. At first glance, the photo appears innocent, but upon further inspection, you can see 2 alleged apparitions. The mansion's owners themselves posted the images to social media, titling it "Older Man in 2 Endy-floor Left-Hand Window," and claiming that it could very well be Henry McPike, the mansion's entrepreneur and original owner. Even further, another user suggested that by looking at the very top window, a little girl could be spotted up in the window with a big smile. Whether these ghosts are real or not remains unconfirmed and only adds to the mystery and allure of this chilling photo. Haunted School. There's not much more reliable than actual security footage from a reputable business or organization, right? According to many paranormal researchers and cryptozoology experts, this is certainly part of the case for Deer Park Secondary School in Cork, Ireland. The notorious bit of footage that has gone viral shows doors slamming shut, furniture shaking, and even a set of lockers that burst from within. According to employees, there have been other eerie occurrences before the surveillance camera may have captured this evidence. There are invariably too many paranormal vibrations vibrations to ignore. Whether it be from a preceding generation of students still lingering about or otherworldly forces, the Deer Park Secondary School proves to be incredibly chilling and weird with no explanation as to why. The principal himself, Kevin Barry, weighed in on the situation, saying, "We were alerted to movement in the school, and when we went back to review the movement, that's what we saw. It would seem that something inside Deer Park Secondary School is unearthly and unnervingly scary. Just imagine having to send your children to that school. It's a horror movie waiting to happen, and the CCTV footage will always remain the mystery of that school." Doorbell stalker. TikTok has become a place for users to capture everything that happens to them, but sometimes events can leave them freaked out and ready to move. In this TikTok video, a man can be seen ringing the doorbell multiple times at night. Seems reasonably normal, right? Well, it's not once you read the caption, where the user says that the man had approached them in the park 3 days prior. When nobody comes to the door, he can be seen walking around the house, but the footage cuts off here. The whole video frames him as a possible stalker, but there's never any conclusive evidence to prove it. Despite this, there's a very real possibility that the man had been stalking the user, and as a result, the video left many viewers freaked out and disturbed in reaction. If the man had been stalking the user, he could have been following them for at least 3 days without them being aware. That thought alone is enough to make anyone uneasy. It's one of those things that could happen to anyone, and the fear it yields is intense. Stalker break-in. When this TikTok user posted a video, she never expected it to go viral, but it did, and for good reason. Stalkers are one of the creepiest things that aren't paranormal, and this video has gotten the attention of thousands of viewers. In the Ring doorbell footage, the user can be seen unlocking the door to her apartment. As soon as she opens it, she looks down, seeing her pet, wondering how it escaped from the cage. As soon as she looks up, though, she jumps back and screams. Off camera, her stalker stands and stares, not doing or saying anything. He stands there eerily, as if he hadn't been expecting the user to answer the door. His existence is obviously traumatizing and terrifying, and it's unknown what could have happened if the user hadn't screamed and run away. It's without a doubt one of the most unnerving stalker videos on the internet, and it's sure to make your skin crawl. Users have doubted the authenticity of the video, as it's never clear if there's actually a stalker or if the TikToker is just really good at acting. Still, her fear seems entirely genuine, and it's enough to keep you awake at night. Demon in the woods. When a Facebook user and her boyfriend decided to go on a late-night walk through the woods, they expected to see nothing more than what they always did, but the reality was far from it. The user, Hannah, quickly noticed a feeling of being watched, and by the time she had pulled out her phone to check if she had caught anything, a dark and sinister shade had caught up with her. She immediately began recording, but barely managed to snap a video of what she later described as some sort of malevolent-looking creature. In the video, you can see in an instant some sort of smoky, semi-transparent creature that appears to be crawling or leaping across the path. It's only seen for an instant, but is enough to seriously disturb viewers. Hannah says it's evidence of a demonic presence in the woods, but some believe it may have been a ghost of some kind, or could just be an animal. The debate continues, but the reality is that the video is seriously creepy and will have anyone who watches it staying up at night.